Hey gang, here's something a little bit different to show you today. As many of you know, I use a MIG welder for all of my welding processes. And many have suggested that I get a TIG welder because it's a cleaner weld and might be easier to do some of these projects with. Well, I've been going to Harbor Freight and looking at this Pro TIG 165, their Vulcan brand. I've looked at reviews, I've heard good things about these, and I just was waiting, for something to tell me that time was right to get it. Well, about a week ago, Harbor Freight put out a 15% off coupon for anything in their store. It didn't matter what item it was, you could use that coupon for anything. So I took advantage of that. This welder is normally $649, and 15% off of that, basically I got about $100 less. So I bought this TIG welder. I also bought this little welding cart. It was on sale, discounted. I think it was like $39 for this little welding cart. And I also bought some welding rod. Now this is I think 3/32. So yeah, so I'm hoping that I can make use of this rod, and I may not have to go somewhere else to find rod to use. But for today, I just wanted to show you this Vulcan Pro TIG. Now it also says you can do stick style welding. And what I like about this Pro TIG, or this setup, is it comes with the foot pedal, it comes with the torch, it comes with expendables, everything to get you started except for a bottle. So I don't have a bottle to hook up to it just yet. That'll come later. But I'm going to open up this box and show you what's inside. Now, as I pointed out earlier, it does show you the TIG torch, the electrode holder for standard stick style welding, and then the foot pedal. It says a 3-year warranty is available. I did not opt for that. It also has a 1-year risk-free trial, so just know that going in with this brand. I'm going to open it up and let's have a look. It looks like a nice little instruction book there. We'll set that aside. There's the welder itself, very small. They say it only weighs 20 pounds. I'd say that's pretty accurate. And then it has a box of pieces and parts. Other than some packaging in the box, that's it. Now, as it says here on the box, inside this box, the 200 amp ground clamp and cable, 200 amp stick, electrode holder, TIG foot pedal, gas hose, Vulcan 140A TIG torch, Vulcan 140A TIG torch accessories, 240 volt input power cord, 120 volt input power cord, argon CO2 regulator, Vulcan sheet metal gauge, and a shoulder strap. This welder, what I really like about this setup too, is you can use 120 volt or 240 volt. A box in a box. This says argon CO2 regulator, and I'm sure it's just a basic setup, nothing fancy. There's another, pull this out. Basic set of gauges. You can see there. Of course, it's brand new, so it's going to look nice. That's the TIG torch. That's the 240 volt power cable. 110 volt power cable. Regulator hose. ground cable, your stick welder electrode holder, carrying strap, probably won't need that, and this handy dandy sheet metal gauge. That I like. That'll come in handy. Now with the torch tip, or torch, TIG torch, whatever you want to call it. Another nice thing is it comes with expendables. So it's got your tungsten, different size cups, and of course all the holders and different tips here for holding your various sizes. So that's handy. That's nice. I'm glad that all that came with the kit. And from what I read, the reviews are pretty decent on this setup. And being I haven't had a TIG welder here before, I've used other TIG welders. I'll just have to figure it out and see if it's good for what I'm going to use it for, but I'm sure it will be. Like I said, this is the 110 power cable. $220. And again, the ground cable and your electrode holder. So you can do stick welding with this. Ta-da! I've actually heard pretty decent things about this foot pedal. I guess I'll find out. Now I want to take a look at the welding cart. I actually already have one of these carts. It's what supports my plasma cutter, and I'm sure you all know about that tool. So I liked it, and I didn't want to share space with another tool because I'm going to need an argon bottle, and just wanted to dedicate this setup to the TIG welder. So this will be the new cart. Obviously a bunch of pieces and parts. All right. Now I want to point out in the picture, it shows the top as being angled so that the box would sit, you know, or your welder would sit at an angle. But I opted to make it level. I just don't want it angled back. And it gives you, there's a variety of holes in the instructions. You can move it around. So that's why I did that. I just wanted to have it level. Now this shelf you can put in either way. I'm going to put it so that it's more like a tray, so that the flange is facing up instead of down, because that way it keeps stuff contained. So that'll just slip in. I'll just make a note here. When I changed the angle at the top, it changed the angle of the side arms. So this arm is a little further back than it would normally be. So what that did in effect was it changed the holes, this location. So if I want to add another bolt in there, I'll have to upsize that hole because right now it's kind of offset. But I don't think it's going to need it. I'll just tighten these up and it'll be good to go. I should point out, these are all 10 millimeter. That's a sturdy little cart, especially for what I almost forgot. I have these little cable brackets to go on the side here. And on the back, that's where the chains go for holding your eventual tank. I like it. Oh yeah. This is the stick, so I'll just put that in the middle. Now, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to be using 220 or 120 or 110, whatever. So that's just going to sit up here for now. That's the 220, and this is the 110 or 120, whatever it is. And of course, I have the ground cable. And right here on the front, they've got it identified. Negative, positive. Kind of hard to beat that. So, I'm just kind of curious though, I want to see. So if I put the negative in, it's got like a kind of a cam lock feature. It's got a little tang on it that lines it up. And it will fit in the positive side, just to know. So, I'm going to put that here, lock that in. And then, that's going to go, get wrapped around on the, I guess, the right side of the machine. That'll work. I may have to add some material up here. This slides around pretty easy. So either I put a stop or something up front here because that could be pulled off of that tray. I guess the alternative would be to flip this over and make that a stop, but as it is, I'm just going to let that sit for now, but I'll probably come up with something later. That's the gas line. So I'll set that down below for now. And I'm not going to attach the torch just yet because I don't want to take a chance of beating it up, and I may end up just leaving it, in a storage kind of environment, at least short term. And then the pedal, it'll also go on the bottom. And I may put it down there first because the gas line is not going to stay down there. I can put that on the back. Put the pedal down here. And then put the torch beside it for now. So, pretty simple. Now later on, I'll go into more detail whenever I actually start using this machine. It has a lot of potential, I would say. And you can see here on the front, it has a dial. Let me zoom in a little bit. It has a dial for your different settings. And then on this side, it has a switch. And it's just a little press switch. And what that does is it switches between TIG, TIG pulse, TIG lift, and then your fourth option, which is stick welding. So I'm looking forward to getting this going, but before I can do anything, I have to get a bottle for it. So you're just gonna have to wait. Alright, so that'll be the end of this video. I know it may not be what the video that you're overall looking for, but I just wanted to show you this welder, the cart, and whenever I get the gas bottle, I'll show you some welding techniques. Hopefully I can do a good job. It's been a while since I've done TIG welding, but hopefully I can make some good videos with that and also show you what you can do with a small TIG welder from Harbor Freight. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and by all means, throw a thumbs up on this video. That helps me with my channel and helps the channel grow. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves. But I'm just waiting for the... Hey gang, I have something to show you. Alright, I'm going to put this together and you get to watch.